All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're doing a Las Vegas Raiders film study in today's video. Unfortunate 20-9 loss at home Monday Night Football a couple of days ago. And, you know, no matter how it's chalked up, the way the offensive line, the way the offense was going, whether it's the O-line, whether you think it's Geno Smith, whether you think it's Ashton Genty, the play calling, Chip Kelly, whatever you think the reason is for that offense, you score no touchdowns, you're not going to win a football game. And you have 218 offensive yards, you're not going to win a football game. Brock Bowers was banged up. That was, I think, very undersold heading into this football game as far as probably shouldn't have played that game. And then you had no JPJ, which is a really big deal, and Alex Kappa filling in. It just didn't end well. Defensively, I know they gave up 300 yards or 300 plus yards, a couple of touchdowns to Justin Herbert, but I think defensively they kept them in a position to win, only giving up 20 points. So welcome back to the channel. This one might get a little too negative, but we're going to be taking a look at some film here. This was definitely the most annoying way you could, in any way, shape, or form, start a football game. This is not how you start a football game, man. And I know, watching this film, watching all of it back, it really sucks because there's just very unfortunate parts to this game. And, we're going to be breaking it all down, the good and the bad, in this video. This is the first play of the damn game. And Geno throws this football. He's trying to find Trey Tucker here. And this one on me is all on Geno with this throw here. He leads him way too much, and sometimes, here's the thing. Geno Smith is getting flamed all over social media. He went 24-43, 180 yards, no touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Now this one, looking back at it, it's just a real pain, because I'll pause it right here. Here's where Geno is throwing this football. He's open. Trey Tucker is open. So if you throw him the ball somewhere in here, he's able to just have this nice completion. But he leads him on way too much and just ends up throwing this to, I think this is Gilman. He tips it, and then you got Dan Henley with the interception here. And this is just a gut-wrenching literal first play of this football game. And we'll take a look at it from this angle, a little bit of a high snap. The snaps were a mess all game. Jordan Meredith was not doing great, but you can kind of see it here. Angles are difficult. You got some big-ass offensive linemen, but still, even this ball feels weird critiquing Geno Smith, but it's just led on too much and not how you start a game. All right, now I really think this is the next drive. So right after the interception, I really think this defense did a great job of stopping the offense. I think they did a really good job against the Chargers here, all things considered. Like I said, when you have 3 turnovers, and this is horrible drawn, but it puts you in a really bad spot. It's 3rd and 5 here. And you're going to see this pocket. Justin Herbert uses his legs, which he does such a good job of and did at various points in that football game. He was the leading rusher for the Los Angeles Chargers, which is usually, a pretty good sign for your defensive line. And we'll break this down. But Jeremy Chin had a really good football game, in my opinion. Here he is, number 11. And he's going to get his hands in here at the very last moment and break this ball up that's intended to Trey Harris. But, once again, the offense really just kind of failed. And that's why you have no touchdowns in a game. You go 0-3 in the red zone. You have 3 turnovers. All things considered, we got number 57 right there, Jermaine Pratt. Jeremy Chin comes in last second and breaks this ball up. So I know there were some, like Isaiah Palomau's tackling was not the best. There were some coverage mistakes, and we'll break all that down as the video progresses. But all in all, the defense just held the Chargers to only 20 points. So the offensive line is being tweaked around right now. People are still kind of confused. Jordan Meredith, number 61, starting center for Las Vegas. People were really confused about that when it happened to start off this season. And JPJ, keep in mind, he is not playing in this football game because of a concussion. So here at right guard, number 65, you have Alex Kappa, one of their new free agent acquisitions to start off the offseason, which people also were not a huge fan of. DJ Glaze here, number 71. You got Colton Miller, number 74. Two really good tackles, and they just need to figure out this inside. And we got Dylan Parham here, number 66, who also did not have a great football game. But you're going to see a fun little stunt from the Chargers defense here with Khalil Mack. And when we take a look at this, they hike it, and the pressure's coming to the right side. So what we have here is Alex Kappa, number 65, just gets here too late. He's pushing off him. Now Genty is picking up the blitzer, number 3, Derwin James. And so you need Kappa needs to come on over and run, slide as quick as possible to get right here and protect Geno Smith as this goes through. And they're just not able, Alex Kappa is not able to. And Ashton Genty being asked to try to block Khalil Mack is just not going to work. So Alex Kappa needs to be quicker there. And this is on the 26-yard line. It's only 3-0 at this point, first quarter, but it's 3rd and 7. And these are just obviously drive killers, but they're momentum killers. And this is how you hold the team to no touchdowns. All right, the worst graded defender here per PFF was by far free safety Isaiah Palamau. Now, he had a really good week 1, and he had a good preseason, and he had a really intriguing he had a really intriguing season last year in, the Trevon Moehrig injury. Now, what we have here is this is going to be on Isaiah Palamau because, first off, he had a horrible game tackling as well, and, a lot of Raiders fans already worried heading into this season with that defensive back room and, kind of unproven guys like Eric Stokes. You got Kelly in there. You've got Jeremy Chin that was brought on over. But outside of Jeremy Chin, there was a lot of question marks. And I'm seeing a damn bug, but I'm going to let him enjoy it. Anyways, we have Isaiah Palamau up here. And here's Keenan Allen. He's just going to work his way all the way. He's going to roll here. Justin Herbert's getting out of the pocket. He's going to roll too. And you see Isaiah up here is just too late. And they just end up getting this. So you got to be quicker here. And you got to start going with him right here. He's got him beat. Kind of looks like a sack might happen right here. Keenan brings his hand up. And by this point, Palamau is just way too late. They just need to keep on rolling. And it's an easy touchdown here for Keenan Allen and Justin Herbert. So this loss really comes down to just small, stupid stuff like this. It's really not small. It's 3rd and 6 here. Once again, Las Vegas is able to get into the red zone. It's 3rd and 6. They're on the Chargers' 13-yard line. There's 10 minutes left in the second. It's 10-3. And you have a just completely muffed here by Jordan Meredith. Now, you don't get the best angle, but this hits him right away, and it is just on the ground for Geno Smith. And at this point, the play is pretty much over, and you are just happy that you're able to fall onto this. But it's 3rd down. He picks it up. He's trying to see if anything is going on downfield. Obviously, nothing is, and now the Chargers are able to just bring him down. So this is stuff that can't be happening, and this is why, once again, a lot of people were saying, why is JPJ the right guard? Why is he not the center? Why is Jordan Meredith the center? And this game just did not help out those people who were very upset. And it felt like everybody kind of was confused why Jordan Meredith got the nod at center. But here we are. 10-6 here. It's 3rd and 1. And who is this? It's Zamir White. And this is why a lot of Raiders fans, myself included, are wondering, with the whole Chip Kelly game plan here, because it wasn't great. Now, as we keep saying, the offensive line didn't do the best job of holding up here, but this is 3rd and 1, and Zamir White is in the football game, and I think it was kind of surprising just considering where he is on this depth chart, but I'm not trying to slander Zamir White. Ashton Genty in this Raiders team has yet to get much going running the football. 19 carries for only 68 yards against the Chargers here. Now, keep in mind, I think the Chargers have a really good defense. I think they're a really solid football team, obviously. But 3.6 yards per carry. Ashton Genty only had 11 attempts. I am expecting a huge Week 3 game against the Washington Commanders for Ashton Genty, not only being in the game script way more early on with Chip Kelly, but I hope they just can figure out this run game because it is just not working out right now. And this is a completely busted play. You're going to see 96 right here just gets right through Jordan Meredith, who is trying to push. He gets over leveraged, and he's able to just move right past Jordan Meredith here and then just kind of pushes Alex Kappa. And there's a lot going on back here in general. A lot of Chargers guys just winning their matchups. You got number 0 blitzing, and what is that, Dane Henley. No one's able to pick him up because Jordan Meredith already just got swam past, so he's not in position at all to stop Dane, and this is just what happens. But it's 3rd and 1, and it's a really big, almost goal line situation, even though you're on the 42-yard line. I'd prefer Ashton Genty to get this over Zamir White, who, by the way, only had 2 carries in this football game, and one of them was here on an important 3rd and 1. All right, guys, and by the way, let me know if this is too much. Let me know if these videos are too negative. Well, we're trying to just keep it a buck, watch this film, and, try and get a better understanding. But just let me know if you like the style of content. It's been something we've been trying out recently. So here we go. This is the 60-yarder to Quentin Johnston. Pretty much the catalyst turning point in this football game because there wasn't much going scoring-wise in the second half. And this is like the 2-minute warning. You're on the 40-yard line. It's 10-6 here. This puts it to 17-6, and Las Vegas isn't able to score after this. So you see, we'll start it down here. You got Kelly, number 36, who switches this off. All right, and they just get in some miscommunication here. Just too slow. And we got back here Quentin Johnston running. And this ball is just pretty much perfectly thrown by Justin Herbert. But free safety, Isaiah Palomao is not able to get on over there and is not even able to get the tackle here. And this is really just kind of the turning point in this football game, in my opinion. It makes it a 2-possession game. Las Vegas could try and mitigate this if, they go down the field and score. But they are not able to. Not much pass rush here. And they're able to just get this going. And Isaiah Palomao right here, like I said, you should be able to you got to be able to either knock this ball down, or you got to be able to at least get this tackle here. And that is not what we saw. So really bad game from Isaiah Palomao here. All right, here we go. Next possession. It's 17-6. It's 3rd and 6 here. You're on the 45-yard line. There's only a minute left in the second quarter. So we're getting close to halftime. Now, this is going to be Geno's second of 3 interceptions, and this one didn't make any sense to me. Now, on the broadcast, they did say this makes sense. So you see Geno Smith, he's rolling out of the pocket, and then he just whips this ball to Dante Thornton, and it's severely underthrown, and it's in double coverage. And this didn't really make much sense. Like, maybe, here's Geno. We're getting kind of zoomed out. Maybe you want to throw this football right now and Dante's got him beat, but on the run, this just ends up not working out. You got 2 wide receivers here, so now you got 2 defensive backs. Basically, the point I'm trying to bring up here is this was 3rd down, and it's an interception, and it lands on the 1-yard line for the Chargers. So I do kind of understand that, okay, it's a punt in this situation, but we're going to take a look at Dylan Lobby here, who's right here. He's completely wide open. I know maybe this angle looks like it's kind of hard to throw it to him, but the first down is right here, and you don't necessarily need to take this deep shot. But like I said, I get it, and it's why quarterback interceptions are always kind of funky. And people were just making fun of these 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. I don't think Geno played the worst game ever, but I would try to make this throw, and I get it. It's easier said than done, but you're trying to get to the 50-yard line right here, and you got Dylan Lobby, and I would much more rather try to attempt that and get the ball at least close to midfield and then maybe go for it on 4th down. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Decide to end it there because it's just kind of nitpick after nitpick after nitpick on this video, and we'll break down more film for this week as it progresses. Let me know if you guys want an offense or a defense, offensive line film study, anything like that down below. At the end of the day, the loss of or not having a fully healthy Brock Bowers, I think, was really unfortunate in this game. kind of reworking the offensive line there with no JPJ. That didn't help much. I don't think the play calling was the best in all these situations. Gino's got to be better protected. He's also got to make some quicker decisions. Like, it just looked like a regular season in week 2 game against a really good divisional opponent. These are two really talented defenses. And at the end of the day, some players, did better, some played worse. Like, Jamal Adams had a phenomenal game. I think we're going to cover him in a little film study in the next day or so. He had a phenomenal game, though. There's a lot you can blame, but it just felt like kind of a team loss here against a very well coached team in the Los Angeles Chargers. So unfortunate, but it is just week 2. Get this win week 3, Sunday afternoon in Washington against the Commanders. And, at the end of the day, it was a tough loss, but it wasn't as ugly as some people are making it out to be. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. Let me know anything you want down below. Give me your thoughts, opinions from this game. We'll see you soon. Peace.